And nothing.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's Howard. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient and allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Junior, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. LeBron against Morant. Will it go? And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on JaVale McGee.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in for LeBron. And Memphis also making a switch. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Jackson. Caldwell Pope kicks to Junior. Off target from outside. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Kuzma outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. 1:15 left to play in the first. And a wide open look for Junior. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Junior, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the Lakers making a change here. Smith is checked in. Jones checked in for Memphis. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Junior, and the rejection by Jang. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's Junior missing.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Here's Jang, and that comes off the assist by Jones. It's a tie ball game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Smith outside. Pass to Junior. Now Kuzma. Here's Junior. And again, no good by the Lakers. Tie game in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves playing alongside so much talent.
You know, for me, it's super cool. Just
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Morris. Davis comes in for J.R. Smith. Junior's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And LeBron subbed in for Rajon Rondo. They've got JaVale McGee. Junior's out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Davis at the power forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Junior kicks to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
The Lakers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And another miss by Memphis. Lakers leading by 11. Davis with it. He's picked up by Morant. And Davis gets it to go.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Back to James. The dish to Davis. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. McGee's shot is off.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Morant's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. Inside, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
And that concludes. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play up. A completely new group for Los Angeles. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jones. Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. Passes it to Junior. A three. McGee trying to break free. And it's Junior missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Melton passes to Clark. Anderson up top. Clark inside. Guarded by Kuzma. 5 on the clock. A three from Anderson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. Here's Junior. The rebound by Anderson. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Kevin, thanks.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
The drive by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Outside Rondo, the pass to Junior. Rondo against Curry. Rondo passes to McGee. The dish to Junior. The Lakers rebound. Tries again. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Curry passes to Doncic. Over Rondo. And it's Doncic missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
6 on the shot clock. Deep. Kept alive.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
James kicks to Junior. Tipped away. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And it's good for 2.
But how about the awareness from Seth Curry? Keeps his eye on the ball, primed for the steal. Nicely done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McGee, the pass to Junior. And the shot goes down. 6 points for him.
Crazy to think just how recently Junior took up basketball. We know he's a raw talent and was a football player back in high school. That's one reason why the upside is so high on him.
You know, Greg, you think of guys like Duncan and Embiid, the Dream. They all started playing basketball late as well, and Junior could follow their path.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Here's Curry with the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A big-time effort for Porzingis. For some changes. Porzingis comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris. Anthony Davis comes in for Smith. Junior's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's LeBron in for Danny Green. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Junior. And there's Davis. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Outside Curry. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Right side Hardaway. Banked in off the glass.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Here's Junior. That 3 off the mark. Dallas leading by 7. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
Passes to Porzingis. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Rebound the Lakers.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Davis.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
McGee against Porzingis. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 5.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
And so it's the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third... And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. We've got Hardaway. Cauley-Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, if you allow Hardaway to get near the rim, this is what's going to happen. This guy is a fantastic finisher.
Kuzma outside. Kicks to Junior. Morris left side. Pass to Junior. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so Curry will bring it up for Dallas. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. No good on that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Here's Junior. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 16. Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Seth Curry has never been one who's afraid of contact. Does such an exceptional job drawing the defender into his trap.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James checked in for Caldwell Pope.
Boy, the opportunity was there to convert. He just could not come up with it.
Curry finds Hardaway. Doncic outside. Great D that time from Junior.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Hardaway against Kuzma. A floater, and it's good on the layup. Kuzma's got 7 points.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
Al Porzingis. The 3. And that one is off. And so it's Dallas in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that